Hey guys, Tony here, and we've got another brand new service, and this is probably the best service that we could ever offer. Okay, this is a service that I know just works, okay, and I'm going to show you some proof of that in a second as well. Now, there's nothing like this available anywhere else, absolutely nowhere else. Nobody can do the same thing as what we are going to offer in here today, because every part of what we have in here belongs exclusively to us with the tools that we build or with my strategies, okay, that nobody else is teaching or using. So with that said, let's just go into what we're actually offering here today. So you can see here I've got this Chrome extension, okay. This is a Chrome extension which is a checklist, okay. You can expand on here and you can see that it's an interactive checklist, and people can check it and they can use this to be able to do specific tasks. This one, for example, is YouTube SEO checklist. So if somebody has a new video on YouTube and they want a checklist that they want to follow that has different optimization tips and tactics that are not found on vidIQ or on TubeBuddy, but instead came from people like Brian Dean, like Neil Patel, Ahrefs, not even put some of my own stuff in here, then they've got something that's completely unique and something that can keep them on track and something that does actually work for all those people that I've just mentioned. Okay, so this is a very, very unique tool. Now, Brian Dean is somebody I like to follow. I like to listen to him because he gets results. He gets results time and time and time again. Now, Brian came up with a strategy a few years ago. It was called the Skyscraper Technique. And the Skyscraper Technique is a fantastic way for you to be able to create content that ranks. And if you do your sort of promotion of that content, then you can expect that you're going to get a lot of traffic. He actually has a system for this. And the system does require a lot of work, but it can be very, very, very rewarding. Now, the problem with that is it does take a lot of work. His idea was you have a look at what's already on the search results, which you should do anyway before you even try to rank for a keyword. Before you even create your content, you should have a look and see what is ranking there anyway, to see and get a realistic picture of what's there right now, and get some ideas as well before you create your content. But anyway, what he would do is he would have a look, and then he would come up with content that was far better than anything on the first page of Google. Okay, so basically he called this the Skyscraper Technique. So looking at this and looking at the results that he gets with this, and some of his students and some of the people following his blog and videos, etc., there's a ton of case studies, but I thought there has to be an easier way that we can achieve something similar, and I came up with a strategy that I call mini scraping. And mini scraping, actually, the first time I did it was actually with one of Brian Dean's blog posts. And what he had done at that time was he had come out with a blog post that was basically 1 million search results analysis for ranking factors across these 1 million results. He was looking for correlations, and he came away with 11 takeaways. Now, those 11 takeaways were available near the top of the blog post, but the blog post went for pages and pages and pages. If you were to print that out, it's a PDF, it's an ebook almost. Probably over 10 pages, probably maybe even 20 pages, I don't know. Okay, but the thing is, most people are just interested in those 11 items. So what I did is I took those 11 items and I created an infographic and I created a Chrome extension. Okay, now not only did I take those 11 items, I gave suggestions for how to achieve each one of them. So for example, the top ranking factor that they found in that 1 million steps analysis was the number of referring domains, not the number of backlinks, but the number of referring domains. So if you've got 1,000 backlinks coming from 5 websites, and you've got somebody else with 1,000 backlinks coming from 100 websites, the one with 100 website backlinks, different website backlinks, is far, far more powerful. So basically I gave suggestions. My suggestion for that one, for example, was get a press release done. High quality press release, you can get 200 to 400 links coming from high quality news kind of websites. Okay, all different refined domains with one piece of content. How hard can it be? You can even go and get this done for about $55 and somebody will even write it for you, syndicate it for you, do everything for you. All you have to do is give him a keyword and give him the URL to link to and let him get on with it. Simple as that. Okay, so basically that's what I call the mini scraper technique. Okay, the mini scraping technique. And basically what that was doing was taking the skyscraper technique kind of content that people didn't have time to read and go and find a way to abbreviate them into the parts that they can just take away and start to use, the actionable tips, in other words. Okay, so we're giving them the takeaways plus the actionable tips. That was the mini scraping technique. Then recently I came across this over here. You can see this post here. It's on our website called Curation.com. And here what you can see is they've got this blog post, 7 most effective YouTube marketing strategies. Okay, so when we come down, we can see it's got some good tips in here, like enhance the watch time, use brackets and parentheses in the title. It helps to increase the click-through rate by about 36%, I believe. Okay, enhance your engagement signals, things like the comments and shares, etc. You can encourage that from inside your video by asking for it. Have a tag formula, and here's a specific tag formula here and what it means. And I recognize this immediately. Okay, I recognize this immediately. Why? Because it's one of Brian Dean's videos, this video here, how to rank #1 in YouTube in 2020. So all they've done here is they've taken the majority of what Brian was doing in his video, they've given it a new title, they've curated it, but they haven't given credit as far as I can see here. They just haven't given credit. What they have done is they put in somebody else's video here, number 6. Okay, and that's basically what they've done. Now we can do this nicer. We can do something like this. In fact, I've got somebody building this exact, that we're swiping from them, and I will go in and I will change some of the text and I will add some extra stuff to it. But this basically, what they're doing here would make a really, really fantastic checklist. And the idea behind this is that we use these checklists to build our email lists, so that when people install the checklist, okay, when they install it, they will be presented with an opt-in form when they go to open it. Now, at that point, they've already given, or they've already taken action to install. They've already made that sort of micro commitment, so that when they go to open it, they're less likely to just close and walk away. Okay, they'll probably just give you the email, and then they're presented with a screen that says confirm your email. Once you've confirmed your email, click here. And if they try to click it before they confirm, it doesn't budge. They have to go and confirm the email. So we have that ability to be able to collect an email address immediately, that we can follow up with. So this is cold traffic that we can make, and that we can turn into warm traffic by following up. Okay, and that's just a massive opportunity, because what happens with these is they get popular. Okay, because they're usable, they are usable, they are interactive, they are usable. It's not just like a blog post or a PDF that you forget about. You've actually got it sitting in your Chrome store page, your Chrome browser, and you switch it on whenever you need it. Okay, it's one of those things that you don't want to give up as well. Now, how well does it work? Well, let me just have a look. Let me just bring you over into my developer account in the Chrome store, one of them. You can see that checklist here. It's got 16,580 users. You can see I've got some other ones with 599, 631, 486. The difference between this and them is traffic. Traffic is the difference. Here's the cool thing about these. The really cool thing about these is that people are familiar with that Chrome Store install page. People are familiar with the Chrome Store install page, that it actually bypasses the need for a landing page. You can build massive email lists, like I've just showed you, from real stats from inside the Chrome Developer Store, okay, Chrome Store Developer account. I can't falsify that, I can't make that up. Those are real stats as of right now, okay. But here's the thing, you can build your email list in autopilot without needing any complicated funnels, without needing any landing pages or any thank you pages. Everything is built in, so that when people install your app, that Chrome Store page, that they are already familiar with that format, with that layout, they don't feel any threat or anything there. They happily just think, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And now they've made the commitment, they install it, they're presented with an email form. Most people, it's a very, very high conversion rate. I don't know exactly how much, but I know it's very, very high. They will give you the email. Now, 3 things can happen at this point, okay, and that's entirely up to you what will happen. One is that you can collect the email address, or you can choose not to use that feature if you want, okay, it's entirely up to you. Number 2 is that anybody who installs, even if they don't confirm their email, you can now send them push notifications, okay, and multimedia push notifications, as in large image push notifications, okay. And number 3, if you want to, optionally, you can ask them for the telephone number so you can put them onto an SMS marketing list. And if you explain it to them at that point, this is for maybe just to let you know when we have got webinars coming up, then you've got a high chance of people opting in. And that gives you 3 methods of list building in one action. Okay, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen this kind of content marketing before. And when you look at how simple this is, but how powerful it is, because it's interactive, it cuts out all the fluff that you will find in a blog post. You take just what you need. You can stack your progress and stuff like that. If you're using it like a checklist, you've got multiple calls to actions that we can do in here as well. You can put a banner in here. You can put in calls to action, and even within these areas here, we can add links to this as well. You can see that little eye icon. Well, that little eye icon is a link. If I click on that, it will open up a blog post that I did to go with this. Okay, so you can see this will take them over to a web page. Now, I stopped blogging since I built this. That was actually the last blog post or series blog post that I made, because that blog post took me about 3 days. The checklist took me probably about 3 or 4 hours, and that was in between doing some other stuff as well. Okay, that's the difference. So what is the service that we got? Well, the service is to build these, and what you're going to do, what you need to do, is you need to tell us the video that you want curated. Okay, so some examples you can see here from Brian Dean. He's got a whole bunch of these. Now, he's not the only one that does these kind of videos, and you can get these kind of videos done in any niche whatsoever. Okay, so if you're into things like self-development, there's a massive audience there for that, absolutely freaking massive audience there for that. If you're into health and fitness stuff, if you want to do diets and recipes or those kind of things, the best thing to do is to go onto YouTube and find out what's working for other people and pick up a video that's been really, really popular, it's got positive engagement, get that curated. Okay, now we won't use exactly all the terms exactly as they were written, and if you want to buy through the upsells with this service, then we can syndicate you some content to link back to your checklist, to your Chrome Store page. That's with our content send service. Now, the content send service is a service that is completely unique. It's not using any automation. It's totally manual. Okay, we will create some blog posts on places like medium.com. We will create a blog post on Quora, in Quora Spaces. We will create a thread in forums. Okay, we are looking at traffic, not the backlinks. Although we will get the backlinks from about 20 sites, we are looking at traffic. Okay, we're looking for traffic opportunities, which is really, really more important these days. I'm not saying that backlinks are no longer important. What I'm saying is, for this kind of thing, you need to be using, you need to be sending traffic. The Chrome Store pages will rank naturally very, very easily, even without backlinks, but you need traffic, okay? So that you can drive a lot of traffic there, and it will start to kick off, because here's what happens with the engagement signals. People land on that page. This is a page owned by Google. They can see the analytics. They know how many people are installing. They know if people keep that installation in their Chrome Store browser. Most people do, because it's a tool, it's a software, it's interactive. They don't want to lose it. It's valuable. Okay, those positive user behavior signals are helpful to be able to get your ranking initially and keep your ranking as well. Okay, so it's really, really, really important, and we see this time and time and time again. So that's basically what the service is. Now have a look at what we are offering as well with those upsells. The first upsell is with the content send service. I've made it very, very affordable right now. Now, if you're going to purchase right now, if you're watching this and we are just introducing this service, for the first month or so, we're going to be offering approximately about 50% of the cost of what it will be in a month's time from me recording this video. So I don't know when you're watching this, the price might already have been risen by then, but on the agreement that if you're going to take advantage of these prices right now, then you will agree to give us a testimonial and a review. That's why we are selling it so cheap right now, so that we can get testimonials and reviews in, because as I've just shown you, we know this works. Okay, there's nothing like this available anywhere else. There's absolutely nothing available like this anywhere else. Even the content sync service is completely unique. Even when it comes to the upsells, they are completely unique. Okay, we will even make your own video from your checklist for you with one of those upsells. Okay, we will even go and create a viral marketing page that you can stick on the bottom of your email, so that when everybody signs up, they're presented with an opportunity to share your link with a viral marketing campaign, that you are just going to put the link in the PS section of your email. Okay, nobody else is offering anything close to this. This is marketing. Okay, this is beyond just SEO and backlinks and stuff like this. This is creating content that we know works for other people, that we know is hugely popular. We're taking advantage of that. We're taking that mini scraper idea that I had and making even that more simple than what Brian's Skyscraper technique was initially. So we've taken the mini scraper technique from that, where we're just taking the actionable tips, but we're taking even that, making that even easier, so that we have just those 7 or 10 tips. It doesn't have to be large, but it does have to be useful. Okay, and then what we can do is we can get traffic coming in and keeping your Chrome extension at the same time. They are recommending to other people, so that they can win something in the contest. And also, if you're taking an upsell, you have to give us something that we can give away in a contest. When we're setting up the contest for you, we will set up a free Sumo account for you to do this. But everybody who enters needs to get something to incentivize them to share. We will give you the text that you're going to put in the PS section of all of your emails that go out, whether it's a broadcast or autoresponder. You agree to put that at the bottom of every single email, and that link will go to that Sumo contest. But everybody who applies, they will automatically be given a gift. Okay, if you don't have a gift, maybe I can find a checklist or something, another one that I can give you one of mine. But you need to give everybody something to incentivize them to take that extra couple of clicks needed to get more traffic to come in, so you can have your list multiplying itself. That is one of the upsells. So that the first offer is to build the Chrome extension checklist. We will take the zip file from Lead Blaster, we will put it into the Chrome store for you. You need to have a Chrome store account. Okay, it costs you $5 one-time fee for a Chrome store account. You can put approximately 20 Chrome extensions in that account. Okay, then what we will do when we upload it into the Chrome store for you in your account, we will do a 200-word description of your Chrome extension. We don't want to make it too long, but we don't want to make it too short. It can be very, very similar to what you do when you're optimizing a YouTube video. Okay, but what we're doing there is we're just making it keyword rich, but in a way that they will accept, because they can be very, very picky. If you're using the keyword more than 5 times, for example, they will reject you. So we know how to get around that. We know how to write the content. We will even have templates that we can use, so that we just need to basically fill in the blanks, and we will give you a nice optimized template that we will use in that description for you, and designed as well to be able to get more clicks, click-through rates, so that you can get more conversions, because we will put some blind bullets in there as well, that if you get this, if you install this Chrome extension, you will be able to do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, we will just tell them the benefits, maybe 4 or 5 benefits. Okay, without telling them exactly how. Okay, we'll just tell them that, and that helps to create that curiosity to think, I want to install that. As soon as they click that button to install it, then you have got them at least on your push notification list, that you can send unlimited push notifications within Lead Blaster itself. Now, if you don't have a Lead Blaster account, then we can still do it for you, but it's going to be harder, okay, because we need to put it into a generic account. That means you cannot access that generic account, because there will be other people's checklists and Chrome extension apps in there as well, so you're not able to take advantage of some of those features, but you can still build your email list. It's better to have a Lead Blaster account. Okay, just makes things a lot simpler. So I put all the details that you need to know underneath this video in the description, and notice there are 3 tabs. Okay, you got the first tab that tells you a bit about the service. There's another tab that says about. Check that out as well. It tells you all the things that we need from you before you order, before we can start your order. And then we have a middle column for reviews. So if you're purchasing this initially, when we are first releasing it at the prices that we start off with, these prices are deliberately reduced to be able to entice people to take the service so that we can get testimonials and we can get reviews. We know this works. We need those reviews. We need them so that we can build this into a sort of sustainable business, so that the people that I have working for me making these, they can get enough work that they don't need to go working anywhere else, and they will just keep doing this stuff for us, and we can keep taking advantage. Now imagine you got 10 of these or 20 of these or 40 of these or 60 of these or 80 of these over time, all bringing people into your email list on a daily basis. That is basically what I'm trying to do with my stuff, and basically that's what I want to put as a service, as an option for people. So if you want to take this on a sort of recurring basis or in a sort of bulk purchase option, we can discuss those as well, and we can put those as extras after the first sale. So you've got to take the first sale first, and once we get a review from the first sale, then we can talk about upgrading into sort of monthly recurring, and that point, from that point forward. Okay, thank you for watching. Check the details. This is a unique service. You will not find this anywhere else. Nowhere else. Nobody else has got a service, in my opinion, so powerful that I've shown you results. These are real results. Okay, if you take all those upsells in combination as well, it's still not even that expensive. It's a fantastic offer. Fantastic offer for what you will find other places doing. You don't need hyperlinks. You need traffic. You need to be list building. You need to be remarketing to people. Okay, that is traffic. Okay, that is traffic. That's why you go and get backlinks. This is better than backlinks. Talk to you soon. Thank you.